Okay, this question is a little bit tricky. Just try to understand it as much as you can. Now, they told us that Cheryl and Milton left for the park from their respective homes at the same time. Now, this tells me that they did not start from the same place. It's from their own house. We know that Milton traveled 120 km at this speed. So we can actually find the time that he took, right? And then he reached the park first. Cheryl traveled at this speed, and then she reached 55 minutes later than Milton. They said that what happens if Cheryl, who is slower, wanted to reach the park at the same time as Milton? What would be her new speed? Now, the first thing that we can find over here is actually very simple. The first thing that we can find is actually how long did Milton take? Okay, how long did Milton take to travel 120 km at this speed? So we just take 120 km divided by 90 because distance divided by speed will give us time, right? So we know that Milton took 1 1/3 hour, okay, to travel from the house to the park for 120 km. Now, they told us that Cheryl actually reached the park 55 minutes later, which means that Cheryl took 55 minutes more than 1 1/3 hour. So let's just find the time taken by Cheryl. So time taken by Cheryl will be the time taken by Milton plus the 55 minutes. So it's 1 1/3 plus 55. So 55 will convert to hour will be 55 over 60. Okay, so this will be, convert your 1/3 to the same denominator, so be 120 over 60 plus 55 over 60. Okay, so this will be 175 over 60. Okay, it will be 215 over 60, which will be 2 and 1/4 hour. So we know that Cheryl took 2 and 1/4 hour. Okay, and then I have to now find the distance from Cheryl's house to the park. Cheryl's house to the park, she took this hour, she had this speed. Okay, so we take the hours, the time multiplied by the speed. Okay, so 2 and 1/4, which is the time multiplied by the speed, which is 80, right? This will give us 180 km. So now we know that the distance between Cheryl's house and the park is 180 km. Okay, so now we know the distance, and she wanted to reach the park at the same time. If she wants to reach the park at the same time, right, she needs to travel for the exact same time as Milton, which is 1 1/3 hour. So we have the time, we have the distance, now we can find the speed. So the speed will be distance divided by time. So Cheryl has to travel 180 km in 1 1/3 hour. Okay, so it will be 180 divided by 4 over 3, and 180 multiplied by 3 over 4, and this will give us 135 km per hour. So Cheryl will have to travel at this speed, okay, so that she can travel 180 km in this hour. Alright, simple, done.